Hello drone friends, this is Alan at UAV Coach and Drone Pilot Ground School. Welcome to our Drone Weekly News Roundup. Alright, this week, a fairly significant firmware update for those of you flying the DJI Mavic 3. We're also going to talk about the launch of the US Drone Soccer League. And finally, a new search and rescue strategy, drones and sausages. Yes, tasty sausage links, which, well, stay tuned to find out what happened there. Let's jump in. When DJI started selling the Mavic 3 last November, many folks were surprised or disappointed to find out that not all of the features they expected to see were available. Not to worry, DJI said, these updates would arrive in future firmware upgrades. This pattern of DJI launching a not fully coded drone is something we've seen from a few other DJI launches. It's kind of like an open beta, and similar to how Tesla pushes firmware upgrades to their vehicles, making them smarter and smarter over time. So the Mavic 3 was released in November. In December, we saw a firmware upgrade that added in some missing features like time-lapse modes, the ability to shoot in RAW format, and some cinematic video presets. And now in January, DJI comes at us with another big firmware upgrade. We are unlocking the true potential of the Mavic 3 here. So some of the notable features from this release include quick shots, droney, boomerang, asteroid, panorama mode capable of capturing in high resolution, burst shooting, digital zoom for normal video mode, color display assist for D-Log, and 4K 60 frames per second and manual exposure index adjustments for master shots. So there's a lot to unpack there, which we're going to save for a future series of videos now that this highly anticipated firmware upgrade just came through. For now, you can read more about the firmware update in the article linked below. Next up, the US Drone Soccer League announced its official launch after a year of testing to make a drone that can handle the repeated crashes that come with the sport. The game of drone soccer is rough and tumble, involving teams of 5 flying drones inside a netted arena. The pilots who stand outside the net try to bash their drones into those from the opposing team to keep them from scoring. Drones that get damaged have to be repaired, making the sport a STEM-focused activity. The pilots must learn how to repair their drones in real time. The US Drone Soccer League is open to students in grades 6 to 12 and has tournaments planned this year in Colorado, Ohio, and New York. The first tournament's going to take place April 30th in Denver. What a cool way to give kids hands-on experience in aviation and introduce them to future career opportunities. Okay, lastly, a search and rescue team in Hampshire, England recently helped reunite a lost dog named Millie with her owner by tying fresh sausages to the drone and using them to lure the dog to safety. Now, I should note that the sausages were a last resort. So before trying that approach, we had a local organization called Denmead Drone Search and Rescue. We had officials from the Coast Guard, fire department, law enforcement, all trying to reach this dog. But Millie was located in this wet and muddy area and kept running away from them when they approached, placing her potentially in even more danger. So some volunteer came up with the idea of dangling sausages from the drone. The dog soon followed it to higher ground and to her very relieved owner. I want to know something. Who came up with the idea for sausages? That is bloody brilliant. All right, folks, that's all we have for this week. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the latest drone news. Remember to check out the links below to read more on any of these stories. Thanks for watching, and to all of you drone pilots out there, blue skies and safe flying.